Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. A report from the Fraser Institute, an independent, nonpartisan Canadian public policy think tank, published today via newswire.ca, indicates that Atlantic Canada's provincial and municipal government sectors had larger workforces than the national average in 2024. This resulted in an extra cost of $2.7 billion for taxpayers in the region. The study found that subnational government employees accounted for 18.4% of all jobs across Canada, a figure exceeded by all four Atlantic provinces. Newfoundland and Labrador, 26.5%, Prince Edward Island, 22.5%, Nova Scotia, 22.3%, and New Brunswick, 22.4%. On a per capita basis, these provinces also surpassed the national average of 94 provincial and municipal employees per 1,000 residents. The additional $2.7 billion in compensation costs is particularly significant given that the total deficits for all four Atlantic provinces in 2024 amounted to $2.9 billion. The report suggests that policymakers in Atlantic Canada should recognize the pressure these large government sectors place on public finances and taxpayers. According to NBC News, former President Donald Trump sparked outrage among some of his most fervent Christian supporters by posting an AI-generated image depicting himself as a Christ-like figure. The image, showing Trump in a white robe with a red sash, healing a bedridden man, was quickly met with accusations of blasphemy from prominent conservative Christian commentators like Megan Basham and Cam Higby and podcaster Riley Gaines. Gaines urged humility, stating, "God shall not be mocked." Trump, however, insisted he thought the image portrayed him as a doctor making people better, and later removed the post to avoid confusion. This incident occurred amidst his ongoing public feud with Pope Leo, whom Trump criticized as wake on crime and terrible for foreign policy. Experts like David Gibson of Fordham University noted the political incongruity of Trump's attack on the Pope while alienating his evangelical base, whose support has been wavering. The article highlights Trump's history of using religious iconography and being compared to biblical figures by supporters. A magnitude 5.7 earthquake rattled a rural area of Nevada, east of the state capital, Carson City, on Monday, according to NBC News. The tremor occurred just before 6:30 p.m., with its epicenter located 12.9 miles east of Silver Springs at a depth of 3.1 miles. Video footage from the town of Fallon depicted significant damage within a grocery store, where glass lay shattered and food items were strewn across the aisles. A resident named Trina Enlow described hearing a rumbling sound before the quake hit, experiencing about a minute of shaking. While her cast iron candle holders were knocked over, she observed no cracks or structural damage in her Fallon home. The U.S. Geological Survey indicated that some residents in surrounding communities reported strong to very strong shaking, leading to light to moderate damage. The Justice Department has released a nearly 900-page report accusing the Biden administration of unevenly enforcing the FACE Act, a 1994 law designed to protect access to reproductive health clinics. The report claims the Justice Department under Merrick Garland violated the rights of Americans by disproportionately prosecuting anti-abortion activists who blocked clinic access, while allegedly neglecting similar actions against anti-abortion rights facilities. Ahead of the report's release, 4 federal prosecutors involved in Biden-era FACE Act cases, including task force head Sanjay Patel, were fired, an act many viewed as political retribution. The report also alleges collaboration with pro-abortion rights groups, withholding evidence, and screening jurors based on religion. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche vowed to restore integrity to the prosecutorial system. Notably, the current Justice Department, under a different administration, has pardoned many convicted FACE Act defendants and dismissed other cases, while pursuing new, untested applications of the law, as reported by CBS News. Seoul's stock market saw a significant rally on Tuesday, with the benchmark Korea Composite Stock Price Index, KOSPI, rising by 2.74% to close at 5,967.75, having briefly touched the 6,000-point level. This marks the index's highest point since early March, following airstrikes on Iran. The surge, reported by UPI, was primarily fueled by optimism for renewed negotiations between Washington and Tehran, leading to eased Middle East tensions. Investors reacted positively to comments from Donald Trump suggesting Iran's desire for a deal with the U.S., alongside reports from the Wall Street Journal about detailed uranium enrichment discussions. Tech and financial shares, including Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix, led the gains, while defense stocks saw declines. The local currency also strengthened against the U.S. dollar, and bond prices closed higher. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.